Kevin Gordon here from Autosavant.com with a video walkthrough of the infotainment system in the 2012 Hyundai Veloster. This Veloster for $21,400 is equipped with both the Style and Tech package, and you need to have the Style package to get Tech included. And Tech gets you all of the electronic goodies that are available on the Veloster. That includes navigation, upgraded stereo, the BlueLink telemetry system. It's the satellite-based system that would be comparable to OnStar if you're familiar with it. Hands-free calling, although hands-free calling is included on the base model as well through Bluetooth. I have to say the Bluetooth call quality has been quite good, and most of them seem to be getting these days. This was one of the first Hyundais available with their BlueLink system, and it does a few interesting things beyond the standard, satellite-based telematic system capabilities, remote unlock and the like. Of course, it's got things like hands-free calling in addition to any cellular data that you might have. It also has voice to text. It has social media functions that will allow you to alert your friends through social media functions of arrival at a destination. For people who'd like to track the driving habits of other people that are driving the car, it's got things like that they call a geofence or a geo-boundary that'll alert you to a car leaving a predefined area, as well as, I believe, a curfew function. So if a car is being driven past a certain time, it will text message a phone as well. The stereo that comes in the Veloster with the Tech package is a 6-speaker setup. So the 6 speakers are made of 4 in the cabin, a center console on a trunk-mounted subwoofer that's flush mounted in there. It doesn't sort of stick out as some of the units do. Under the passenger seat, you can actually see the external amplifier, and it's a substantial unit, which these days doesn't mean as much as it used to, but still knowing it's got a true external amplifier is a good sign for potential stereo performance. The stereo's AM/FM, no HD radio, media with Bluetooth and Pandora streaming with iPod controls. I don't have my iPhone plugged in right now, so it's not lit up. The Pandora app, interestingly, doesn't work if you're actually physically connected to your iPhone. It needs to be unconnected, and the Pandora app needs to be activated on your device. So something I found a little bit odd there, but it is available, and then you get full Pandora control through the interface, both through these buttons and the steering wheel based controls. Hyundais are also, all the Velosters actually are also equipped with XM radio by default, and this one with the navigation comes with XM's traffic and other services. So with that you get stock prices, sports scores, and weather. If you're interested in getting local gas prices, actually BlueLink will get you the local cheapest gas prices, but it isn't available through the XM system as it is with the cars that are Sirius hardware based these days. So even though XM and Sirius are combined into one company these days, still the underlying hardware that's underneath them does distinguish them with slightly different feature sets. The navigation in the Veloster works well. The touchscreen interface makes a lot of sense in the way that you put in a destination, and as you'll see, you are allowed to do it while you're driving, so as long as you're in a clear spot and not being distracted, you go in, put in your address, and as you'll see, the touchscreen's pretty quick to respond, reasonably easy to interact with, and it's got the standard feature that the next available sets of letters turn themselves on, so you don't wind up unintentionally pressing buttons that you wouldn't want to be there. I thought the fact that it has this north, south, east, west feature is nice, because it's one of those things that's always confusing for me while I'm putting a nav address is if it's like North Main Street you never know, should that be N space Main Street or North spelled out Main Street? Well, with this, you can just press North, and it goes, city, house number, then street name to shrink the potential sets of street names down to be as small as possible. Now we're setting as destination, and you can see
guidance will start now.
It's quick to respond.
Continue on US 202 south for 7 miles.
It's hard drive based and routes quite quickly. The final part to walk through with the infotainment system in the Veloster are some of the gadgets that this car comes with. So it comes with this Eco Coach, which gives you in 5-minute intervals how well you're doing with mileage compared to the rest of the Hyundai community. It also has a thing in it called Blue Max, which if you start it, starts to give you points for how well economically you drive. It counts for 10 minutes, and then it gives you a total score that you can go brag about on the internet. My highest to date was 43,440. If you've beaten that significantly, let me know in the comments. The phone pairing in the Veloster works quite well. I got into the car, didn't need to read the manual, automatically went to phone, set up a connection for my phone. You can even give them priorities, and you'll see that I'd set up for phone as well as music streaming. Contacts get imported automatically if you want them to. All in all, a pretty successful execution of an infotainment system, and especially in a car that costs $21,000. These days it really is interesting to see how much technology is trickling down into the less and less expensive cars these days. So there's a quick take on the infotainment system in the 2012 Hyundai Veloster. I'm Kevin Gordon from Autosavant.com, and I look forward to talking to you soon.